so Surviving R. Kelly comes out because we're about to get up into this Hoefessions. Y'all dig what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So Surviving R. Kelly comes out January 3rd, 2019, right? Mm-hmm. And your friends are calling you with different stories. And you, of course, have that influence from Cheryl Strawberry Letter. Mm-hmm. And so you think to yourself, what if I try this? What if I do something like this? We get Hoefessions, first episode, September 10th, 2019. How was it for you to be able to, did you?
One thing you got is that fucking timeline.
I need the timeline.
Them
dates. Hey, look, them dates.
I don't even got the timeline. When you said 106 in Park ended on this day, you dropped something like,
listen, them dates are very important. Them dates are so important. I got to keep the timeline just to make sure I keep myself on track. Is that for real? Them dates, you know what I'm saying? That's very important. Now, I got to ask you, do you, when you shoot the Hoefessions, do you shoot it like a couple times before you post it? Or do you just, or is it always just one shot post?
I have to shoot it, so I shoot myself reading it for the first time.
Okay.
And then I'll shoot it over because when I'm reading it for the first time, I'm kind of mentally doing a spell check, checking for grammar check. Mm-hmm. So you might get me a little confused or something like that. You know, that doesn't translate well on camera.
Gotcha.
On camera, it look like I can't read.
Well, I never took that.
No, but that's because you ain't see the first take.
Oh, okay.
If you see me spell checking it mid-read, then it's like, damn, bitch, sound it out. You get what I'm saying? Because I might be trying to figure something out. So, what I would do, just because I do want to still capture like my first initial reaction to hearing the story. I do record it that first time. If it's good and I didn't find any errors or anything like that, then I'm good to put it out. But the takes all depend on how it's written.
Okay, so how many DMs would you say that you get to basically people just shooting their stories? How many of those DMs would you say that you get?
The DMs actually stopped because I think people didn't want to be identified.
Okay, but you don't identify them.
I don't, but I still think they don't want me to know. People are ashamed of their truth.
For sure.
People are ashamed of their truth. Yeah. So the only time that people do identify themselves, and I feel like sometimes they be wanting me to know who they are, know who the person is that they talking about.
So will they DM you like off of fake Instagram?
They used to.
Okay.
Initially. I get some people who are really bold and they'll send it to me from their page, but they might say, "Oh, this is my homegirl story."
Nah, cap.
So I've had people create fake pages as well, and then send it to me. But for the most part, most of the submissions are via email.
Okay.
And I'm never gonna go search the email and find out who the fuck
all that.
So Walker is.
That's too much.
I don't care. Yeah. I don't care. I just want the story to be good. So there have been times where there would be people like where they want me to know, who they are and stuff. And if the story is too like, you can tell like if it's like blah 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 that live on this street, his social security number, like if it's too descriptive, I'll either remove it or I just won't read the story at all. Because then I feel like you sent it with a different type of motive, And I don't
you got some payback or something in your mind.
I don't want to be involved in none of that.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm not here for that.
Yeah. So, okay, if you get, what's the selection process for the stories that you decide to put out there?
They just have to be good. They have to be good. They have to be written well, and there has to be a lesson within the story. So, like I said, I use everything as a learning experience. So even when I read the stories, I put myself in that position to say, like, if I went through this, what am I learning from this?
Okay.
Because I don't want people to just watch Hoefessions and feel like, oh, this is just some drama or gossip and stuff like that. Like there's a lesson in every story. And like the last one I did, the girl said that her homegirl told her she needed to freeze the condom.
Yeah, facts. That was wild.
So she went and she said, I'm getting pregnant tonight. She was gonna trap the nigga. And then due to how her night went, she forgot to even do it. Bitch, that's what you get.
Because she got mashed up before.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's good that you fucking forgot.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure. Because that nobody want to deal with that anyway. You gonna freeze my condom? What you mean? She said she forgot to get the condom from him. Come on, man.
Yeah. Like,
that's different. See, that's scary. That's scary.
It's like, it's a lesson within every, and granted, nothing bad happened to her, but it was still like, she noticed she forgot to fucking, she forgot to do it. Like, she didn't do it. So, and then I try to include a feminine hygiene tip within every story as well. But like, I'll try to give game too, like within, like within the stories or whatever. Like I said, I put myself in a situation because I read it as if it's one of my homegirls talking to me. This one of my homegirls telling me, she did something, and I tell my homegirl quick, bitch, you tripping.
Nah. well, how much more fun did you have once you started to do the Hoefessions, because that was more so your true personality coming out? How much more fun did you have with that?
I had a lot more fun because I feel like I could be free and then I could be me, like versus when I'm doing the ciphers or like interviewing a person, it's just me being the homegirl, which I'm the homegirl in Hoefessions too, but I'm more like of a tomboy when it comes to like the rap shit. So Hoefessions allowed me to like show my sexy, like I didn't even know I was sexy. I didn't know that I had a little sex appeal.
Okay, so people start telling you that you were sexy?
People start telling me, you look good. I was like, you damn right I do.
I mean, well, because the way that you dress is free. You got your panties on, you got your bras on time, you got the hair done up, the lip gloss popping, you know what I'm saying, the earrings, you got your drink going, so you feeling yourself a little bit more. So all of that is very appealing. And I mean, you not only capture the attention of women, but you capture the attention of men. It's like, damn, who is she?
I think that person on Hoefessions is more relatable.
Okay.
Than the person that's doing, the music stuff. Like, I think I'm way more relatable on there because it's your homegirl talking to you.
Yeah, it shows a different side.
Yeah,
completely different
exactly.
Side. Yeah. So you say you also dealt with criticism. You've dealt with people being judgmental about that. So when you deal with that, how does that make you feel? And initially, what do you think that needs to happen after that? I
kind of accept it as like, I am everybody's homegirl or little sis or whatever. Like, so when people see me, they expect me to always be little sis. So they don't. And I think about it with myself. We was just at Thanksgiving. My little cousin, my little brother had dipped off to go smoke. And when they came back, I said, the fuck was y'all doing? Smoking? But it's like, they're my younger siblings, but they're fucking grown. They grown as fuck. Like, people age. Facts. It's a part of evolution.
Facts. That's hell yeah, for sure.
So I take it as that. Like, it's no different than when you see like fucking my wife and kids or like childhood children celebrities. When they grow up, you're like, oh my God, it's kind of like you expect them to be kids forever. And people who are like surprised by the Hoefessa.
The Hoefessa. Yes, sir.
I just take it as that this is not the perception of me that you have in your head.
Gotcha. And
you probably expect me to be the perception that you have of me in your head. Also, what Sallis had made me realize, because initially when I first even started working with Sallis, he gave me his honest opinion on Hoefessions. He didn't want me to not blackball myself, but not fuck up my name too early.
Okay, got you.
I'm not far enough yet to fuck up my name and be able to, come back from it. I would, in so many words, that's pretty much what our conversation was about. But at that time, I had slowed down on the ciphers, and I was only doing Mad Lately. So it was no ciphers, it was no G Expo TV or anything like that. It was just Hoefessions and Mad Lately. Now I'm doing the ciphers, No Jumper, Hoefessions, and West Coast Confidential. So all of that mashed together, Hoefessions is not overshadowing everything else that I'm doing, so it doesn't look too bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't look too bad. And then once you actually watch the show and see that, because initially, like you said earlier, you thought it was my story.
Yeah, on me. I walked into my fiance watching it, and I might have walked in on it 3 times. It probably like weeks apart, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, this girl was a hoe.
Yeah.
She going through a whole lot. And that's when she broke down to me, no, it's people's stories.
People send them.
Yeah.
But you would get that idea by walking in, seeing me in my panties, hearing what I'm saying, and I'm drinking and shit. You know, that's the idea that you would get.
Yeah, fact.
So without context, which Sallis has said, I'm like, dang, this makes so much sense. Without context, it's hard to explain what the fuck. It's hard to understand what Hoefessions is.
Yes.
Without context. So imagine having to explain something like that to like a corporation or whatever, where they're just looking at the Instagram and seeing, oh my gosh, she's sharing her sexual experiences.
Yeah.
Before they actually click the video, hear the typing, see the title of it. Hey y'all, what's up? Da, 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 da. I have this anonymous story from, blah, you know, like
the whole breakdown.
Exactly, but people are not going to look into like I said, without context, it's very hard to understand.
Yeah.
But when you go, I feel like now when you look at my Instagram, you see so much different content that it's like, oh, she does a lot of shit. You get what I'm saying? So you might be like, well, what the fuck is this right here? You know? But also I think with that and what I had like took from me and Sally's conversation was just to kind of clean it up a little bit. So not, because we were even discussing changing the whole name.
Okay.
So I used to have a radio show called Panty Drawer.
Okay.
And that's the show that I said we was paying rent for. And basically the theme of the show was for us to just discuss things that females keep to themselves or that people are like ashamed to talk about. Because your panty drawer is a drawer that don't nobody know what's in there.
Yeah, I'm go up in there.
You know? So that was like the theme of the show. So I had told Sallis one day, like, what you think about, because we discussed a rebrand for Hoefessions, and that's why you see that it's not much.
It was a big gap.
It was a large gap between me doing Hoefessions, and I'll probably do it like every 3 months. And when I had told him about panty drawer, he was just like, I think you've branded Hoefessions enough and you do enough now that you don't even need to do it because it doesn't overshadow everything else that you do. At that time, Hoefessions was overshadowing everything to where people thought I forgot about the ciphers. Oh, you don't fucking do ciphers no more. You just sit in your panties and read sex stories. You forgot about where you started and stuff like that, you know? So now it's like you see everything. I think it looks, you know, like it looks better.
It's balanced out because when I think about you, I don't think of Hoefessions.
Yeah.
I don't think about that. Like, Hoefessions is a second though. You know what I'm saying? So I got to ask you also, what made you start to dress like that?
On Hoefessions?
Yeah, what made you start to do that?
Because you got to, like, match it. Like, because this is me 24/7.
Yeah.
Like, hoodie, sweats, hat, whatever, glasses. That's me. This is how I'm most comfortable. When I even, like, thought about the theme of Hoefessions and what I wanted to be, well, first, like you brought up, Surviving R. Kelly came out, and my initial idea for the show was for me to stand behind the camera and have girls tell their sexual experiences.
Oh yeah, that wasn't gonna work.
Like Vlad, the way Vlad has it set up.
Yeah.
And that was just off the strength of watching Surviving R. Kelly. So then I thought, like, well, it'll be more. It probably will be more like discreet if I have people send the stories in, rather than just having their faces on camera and then, you know, because like those women on Surviving R. Kelly, they probably, not to say they're like embarrassed, but I'm sure they got a lot of backlash and probably people contacting them.
Oh, for sure. You already know they did.
Your face is out there now and stuff. So I said I needed a way for this to be more discreet, but because I need to also show my personality. Like, what's the best way I could do this? And I had thought, like, well, shit, Cheryl Strawberry used to read fan letters every morning, and we never knew what them people looked like or, you know, anything. She'd give her advice.
They wouldn't even tell what city that was from.
Yeah, right. I'm like, I can do that, but how is this going to look good? How is this going to be appealing on screen? I gotta damn near be naked. Like, you know, like I have to damn near, cause then the thought had came about was like, well, where am I going to shoot this at? Am I going to rent out a space? And then, because when I started it, I was still roommating. So that's where the first 40 stories, or where I was living at first. And then I moved to the living room at my new house. But I was thinking, it's like, so how can I do this to where it's less cost effective? Film from my phone, do it in my room. It's intimate. it's like now I'm welcoming y'all into my home. Honestly, everybody know what the fuck my living room and bedroom look like, you know?
Yeah, your bedroom is just perfect. I mean, it's
Thank
perfect.
you.
The pillows, the color of the room, man, that bedroom is perfect.
Thank you.
Like, damn, her room is clean. On the real.
So yeah, like, and then I said, well, what the fuck am I gonna wear? So like, I'm a t-shirt and thong type of girl. Like, when I'm kicking it with a dude, that's what I'm wearing. Maybe some socks or something like that, but that's how I'm like, you know, like most comfortable or whatever. And shit, I was just like, it's the most least cost effective. I don't gotta buy no clothes.
That's true. Shoot, because you see, I'm shooting my interviews on my iPhone.
Yeah.
And I got a mic.
I don't gotta buy no clothes. I don't gotta hire nobody. I don't have to rent a space. Like, this is the best way that I can do it. And it's like I said, it's the least cost effective. And initially though, I had just put the first episode out just to see like how people would fuck with it or whatever. And then I asked, like, would y'all rather see me in my room or would y'all, and then I did one at a space, so I rented out. Would y'all rather see me in my room or do y'all want to see me in a space? Would y'all rather see me with pajamas on and a robe or would y'all rather see me, you know, with a thong on and stuff? And I got real feedback. Like, no, you need to have this on because it's da 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 da. Or if you do put pajamas on, it needs to be your pajamas. You need, and that's why I end up getting the onesies. Like, because people tell me, like, you need to, if you wearing pajamas, it needs to be your pajamas. But if it's not, you need to just do, you know, what you've been doing.
Okay, so is that why you got the Hoefessions clothing?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, gotcha. Because y'all click that link in her bio, get you some Hoefessions clothing.
Yes, Hoefessions.com.
Yeah.
But that all came from like me just getting feedback. So it was, and then I do that a lot. Like, do y'all prefer to hear the stories with an instrumental underneath, or do y'all prefer it to just be a cappella? You know. So I would do that a lot, and I would get a lot of like good feedback, and that's what I would shape Hoefessions around. What people, what they wanted. Like, I asked them, what do y'all want? Like, you know. Because I was just coming off the dome with Hoefessions. It was
Well, that's the way it happens a lot of the time. Now I got to ask you, did it take you some time to get comfortable dressing like that in front of the camera? Because for some people it could be a process.
It didn't, because I was in my bedroom.
Okay, gotcha.
So if I needed to shoot where I was like in front of people and it was like an audience or a production, like a big production, then I would need time to get comfortable. But I feel like I wasn't revealing too much. Like, it's not like I'm wearing nipple covers.
Yeah. Now that's a different story right there.
I'm not wearing real lingerie. Like, it's just like a thong, and it's a thick thong. It's not a G-string.
The one with the big waistband.
Yeah, the big waistband. It's damn near the granny panty version of the thong.
Yeah, for sure.
So it didn't, but I had already I've done photo shoots already like that.
Okay. For sure, because you had the photo shoot where they like using a bathroom. Yeah. And you had on the red. Okay. Gotcha.
And then even like when I would like my birthdays, like I don't have any clothes on my birthdays.
What do you mean you ain't got no clothes on your birthday?
Like, I'm wearing like a string.
So when you go to the club on your birthday, you are stupid. You wearing a string, bro?
It's like a string.
She dumb and she ain't got no shame in it either.
It's like cloth.
Okay.
Yeah, so I already I'm not gonna say I dress provocative already, but I already did the crop tops and the see-through stuff, but I do it with sweatpants on. Or, you know, like if I had a hoodie, I'll probably crop it up. You know, I was already doing like the side boob and stuff like that. So I already did like a little bit of you know, like provocative clothing, but I never like did it all the way. But of course I can't do it all the way because I'm outside.
That's right. I feel that. Now I ain't gonna let you get away without this. Now, Gina Views was at 7-Eleven and she was on the phone FaceTime buying some condoms, and she was caught slipping. Okay. Now I want you to break down your process of thinking, because you couldn't be the slickest person in the world to be buying some goddamn condoms. You know what I'm saying? Right? So take us through this. What do you do? Why are you buying these condoms on the phone with this person that's well aware them condoms ain't for him? Why are you doing this? What's going on now?
I'm so mad you seen that episode of that lately. So for the record, this was not during you, sir.
I don't know who that sir is, but hey, it's not about you.
It's not about you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was talking to somebody, and we have been talking on and off since we were 16.
Oh, that was a deep one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So we had probably like talk, and we had never had sex. So we had probably like talk every now and then like one of us would get into a relationship, and then we'd like fall off, and then like more time would go by, and then we'd talk again, and then you know, like
that was a young situationship.
Yeah. So then we start talking as adults. So now we talking about like dates and stuff like that. Like it's getting like
she fucked up.
Now it's grown, you know. Like now we going out, like you know. But we didn't have sex or whatever.
Yeah.
So I had got to the point where like I didn't have sex for like a year.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing nothing. I wasn't fucking with nobody or anything. And I wanted to have sex with this person. Like I plotted it out in my head. Like I want to fuck him.
She put it all together. I know how that go.
So I said I will never bareback though.
Yeah.
Like I don't trust nobody with my life. So I said I'm about to just go to the store and get the condoms just in case he don't have condoms.
Damn, she said I'm gonna go get them myself. Okay.
Because I know I want to do it. I can't even believe I'm telling this story.
No, I can't, because I found it. I found it, and I said I was gonna have her talk about this stuff.
So boom. So like I said, we talking. We like now we kicking it and shit. Like it's cool. We having movie night. Like this my boo, you know. But we have not fucking went to what base is that? Whatever base that is, third base.
Third base, yeah.
We have not fucking went to third base. Like, so I was like, I know I want to do it, but if I do it, like I gotta fucking do it right. So I went to 7-Eleven, and I'm just like. Just dumb. Like I just do dumb shit sometimes. So I'm on the phone with somebody else who I like don't fucking take serious. He's a joke to me, like whatever. I don't care about him. Like, but we on the phone.
Yeah, he wasn't such a joke no more after that, huh?
Oh no, that nigga wasn't a joke after that. So we on.
It's funny how he was a joke at first.
So we on the phone and so I walk inside 7-Eleven and he like, why I haven't talked to you? So I'm like, I'm like, what's up? Like, I'm good, I'm chilling, what's up? You good? You straight? What you doing? I'm like, I'm at 7-Eleven. You at the one by your house? I'm about to pull up right there.
Oh, he was pressing.
Nah, I'm gonna pull up on you. Like, but I'm on my way to dude. To the
other dude.
Yeah. So he said, so boom, so I go to so now I'm walking around the store, just trying to find shit to pick up because I'm on the phone now, you know? I couldn't even think what to get. Like, I go to the ice cream first. I'm like, well, that shit gonna melt.
Wait, was you trying to get the foreplay food?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm like, she talking about the ice cream.
No. I was just looking for shit to pick up
so
I can talk myself out of this conversation, so we can get off the phone.
Okay.
So like, the only thing I buy when I go to 7-Eleven is coffee ice cream. Yeah. So I go to the ice cream and I'm like, that shit fire, right?
Yeah, that's funny. No, I ain't never had it. I'm just saying the name is just, you know.
Coffee ice cream is like, it's fire. But I go and I get that, I pick it up and I'm like, I'm not gonna eat this. Like, it's gonna melt. Like, I'm not gonna eat this or whatever. So then I go, I pick up some gum, and I'm like, I don't even fucking want this gum. Yeah. I'm getting candy, like I'm picking up all type of shit just to talk while I'm on the phone, because eventually I'm like, oh, he gonna say I'm gonna call you back. That's the type of shit he do. The nigga, for whatever this day, he did not want to call me back. So I'm like, fuck it. So by this time, I got my AirPods in. I forgot I was even on FaceTime. Yeah. I'm thinking I'm on a regular call. So I get to the thing. I place my phone on top of the counter. So this is the counter. My phone is right here.
Oh, she had the camera pointing up.
Yeah. So the dude goes, he like, how can I help you? So I said, them. So he like, what? I'm like, he like,
nigga, don't you get it?
What? So he going like this. So I'm like, yeah. So then he grabbed it and he handed it to me. So I have it like this in my hand on top of the camera. And then I pulled my debit card out and I handed it to him. So he goes, "Are you buying condoms?"
Oh.
So I said, "Huh?" I'm on FaceTime.
Red-handed.
So I said, "No, what the fuck are you talking about?" So I'm forgetting that I was just fucking all over the place. So I had a mask on. So I had the mask on, and I'm mouthing out, "Give me the backwoods." So the dude like, "Huh?" Because I got a mask on and I'm mouthing it out, but I got a mask on. So it just looked dumb. So then I said, "Give me the backwoods." So I said, "No, I bought backwoods." He said, "You think I'm stupid?"
Ooh.
And then he hung up in my face.
Damn.
And that was it.
Ooh,
But that nigga just had a baby, so.
That was an exclusive story that y'all probably ain't never heard, man.
Yeah, that was exclusive.
That's deep right there. She said that
Not
was the
for
end of
your
that
mama.
one. That was the end of that one. So now we
Never made it to Dual House.
Oh, never made it.
Just went home.
So it just spoiled the whole thing.
It wasn't meant.
Oh man.
It was too much of a hassle.